Some connections burn fast. Others don't burn at all. They settle. Episode 3 isn't about falling in love. It's about what happens when nobody runs, when nobody performs, when the room gets quiet enough to hear yourself think. This is where chemistry meets character, and where people decide whether staying feels safer than leaving. This is how we would have met.
Every story has its rhythm. Every rhythm has a heart. Steve's Stories.
Episode 3. Vier Wände und ein Fuego. 4 walls and 1 fire. Friday night. Steve's apartment becomes the test lab for us. Act 1. Arrival. The bunker. Interior, Berlin stairwell. Evening. Old Altbau stairwell echoes. Heavy footsteps. A neighbor's TV murmuring in Turkish. Far-off U-Bahn rumble like a tired dragon under the city. Steve leads the way. Anna's tote over his shoulder like it belongs there. Anna trails a half step behind, fingers tracing the chipped wooden rail, feeling the history in each groove.
Kiev stairwells smell like boiled potatoes and washing powder. Berlin stairwells smell like cigarettes, beer, and unfinished stories. Ця історія, this story, feels strangely safe.
On a narrow section of steps, Steve automatically shifts to the outside, putting himself between her and the drop.
Island habit. Put the woman on the inside. Let the world hit your shoulders first.
They reach his door. The hallway light flickers once, as if reconsidering. Steve turns to her, close enough that their breath shares the same small pocket of cool air.
Okay, mija. Welcome to Basecamp. It creaks, it complains, but it doesn't collapse.
He unlocks the door. The lock resists, then yields with a satisfying, heavy thunk. Steve's apartment continues. Soft click of the light switch. Warm lamp glow, not harsh overhead. A jazz record already spinning low. Sax and brushed drums. Fridge hum. Pipes settling. Main room with a big gray couch. Stacks of books. Spinoza next to sci-fi, next to Cisco routing. A couple of stubborn plants. Open kitchenette along one wall. A short hall to a small bedroom, door open. Anna steps inside like she's crossing a border. No doll posture, just Anna. Her eyes move. Shelf, plant, record player, server rack.
This is not a boy cave. No LED altar. No, look at my giant TV, yeah? This is a life. Plates drying. Books mid-read. Як у людей. Like normal people. I have walked into a man's actual Tuesday.
She automatically kicks off her boots, barefoot on the old wood. Her toes curl into the warmth.
Berlin rule number 1. No shoes on the wood. The floor is older than both of us.
Together, да. Separately, you might win by, what, 10 years?
Ouch. Diablo, woman. Straight to age. First you steal my hoodie, now my youth.
She laughs, a soft, real one. It settles into the room like it's been here before.
There it is. Voltage still high, but no flickering. System stable. For now.
He sets her tote on a chair.
Bathroom's there, bedroom's there. Kitchen and couch are shared territory. Monsters under the bed are unionized. They only bite if you talk trash about my cooking.
Anna's laugh pops out, quick and bright. She brushes past him toward the living room, her shoulder grazing his chest, her scent, violet, rain, and exhaustion, slipping under his skin.
You make bad jokes when you're nervous.
I make bad jokes always. Nervous just bumps the frequency to Wi-Fi level.
Humor like this is dangerous. It sneaks under armor, tak тихенько, so quietly. And suddenly you're laughing with your heart open.
Her gaze flickers toward the bedroom door, then to the couch.
Couch first, bed later. I don't trust beds on first bunker visit.
Fair. Couch has an excellent security record. Bed is advanced protocol.
Advanced protocol. Okay, sysadmin. Noted.
Act 2. Kitchen and laughter. The trap and the taste. Interior Steve's kitchen living room. Later. Onions sizzling, garlic hitting oil. That sharp, holy smell. Knife rhythmic on cutting board. Jazz low and honey thick. Steve at the stove, sleeves pushed up. Strong forearms, a few old scars. Anna at the counter, barefoot, drowning in one of his flannel shirts over camisole and jeans. The shirt hangs off her like she's borrowing a season.
I am wearing his shirt. Not for a camera, not for a lookbook. Just cotton that smells like coffee, cumin, and a man who has survived his own life. This is more intimate than any lace set I've ever owned.
I cook simple, eh? No restaurant theatrics. But my rice has references.
References?
Puerto Rico beach, Florida cheap diners, Berlin late nights. Maybe tonight a little Kiev in the paprika, if you behave.
You know paprika? You know deal? Що ти за хлопець? What kind of man are you?
I've dated Eastern Europeans.
Oh, many Ukrainian girls in this kitchen?
0 Ukrainians in this kitchen. 1 now, for the record.
They hold the look a fraction too long. The pan hisses between them. He slides a cutting board with parsley and herbs toward her, hips almost bumping hers.
You chop. I trust you with knives more than my ex-bosses.
I survived Kiev, Paris, and Milan castings. Nobody takes my fingers.
She starts chopping, a little clumsier than she'd admit, hair falling forward. He reaches to tuck a lock behind her ear, hesitates, then does it lightly.
Little touches. Not grabbing, not claiming, just... Я бачиш? I see you. That is the real aphrodisiac.
Kitchen trap. You're in my way, Kiev. Anna absent-mindedly leans back against the counter, right in front of the spice drawer. Steve needs the salt.
I need the salt.
Anna doesn't move. She lifts one eyebrow. Challenge accepted.
Find it then?
She wants to know, do I push or do I wrap around? Okay, island man, show her you can do both without breaking her.
He steps in. He doesn't shove her aside. He steps around her, his chest almost flush to her shoulder blades. One hand plants on the counter by her hip, solid. The other reaches across her body to slide the drawer open. His warmth blankets her back.
Heat everywhere. If I lean back 2 centimeters, I am on his chest. Kashmar. This is how women forget their own names.
He grabs the salt, but doesn't retreat immediately. He lingers in that tight little pocket of air for one slow heartbeat. You're in my way, Kiev.
I know.
He pulls back. The air where he was feels suddenly cold.
My body already decided. My brain is trying to catch up.
The taste test. Salty, spicy, dangerous. Steve stirs the sauce, tastes with a wooden spoon, frowns thoughtfully.
Okay, jury time. My abuela will haunt me in my sleep if this is bland. Come, taste.
He holds the spoon just in front of her lips. Anna steps closer. She doesn't look at the spoon. She looks at his eyes. She takes the sauce. Lips close around the wood. Slow, deliberate. A tiny spot lands at the corner of her mouth. She doesn't wipe it. Steve's gaze drops. His grip tightens almost invisibly on the spoon.
Don't lean in. Don't lick it off her. Behave, viejo. You're not 25. You know what happens if you cross that line now.
Anna finally licks the corner of her mouth with the tip of her tongue.
Salty, spicy, dangerous.
That's the label on the jar, yes?
You cook like you talk.
How's that?
No fear of heat.
No flavor in fear, cariño.
Couch confessions. Concrete and voltage. Steve's living room, dinner and after. Quiet clink of cutlery, jazz softly looping, occasional traffic sigh outside. They eat at his small table, knees touching under the wood.
Боже, this is home I never had.
Careful, mujer. That's how men accidentally become husbands.
Don't say that word. Человек, husband. My mama hears it telepathically and starts packing a dowry.
You want it, though.
She pauses. The immediate denial doesn't come.
He cuts straight through. No anesthesia. Так, Halos. Yes, voice. I want it. I want walls. I want a man who stays. I live from suitcase to suitcase. No plans, no walls I know well enough to bump into in the dark.
You want walls that remember you.
Yeah, walls. And one person who doesn't disappear when the light goes off.
He sets his fork down, elbows on table, eyes steady.
Stability isn't boring. Stability is a feature. I am not flashy, Ana, pero soy constante. I'm steady. And I'm extremely backward compatible.
Backward compatible. He makes me laugh and my chest hurts at the same time. This is how a woman gets in trouble.
Steve's living room, later. Anna wanders barefoot with a half-drunk glass of wine, reading book spines with her fingertip. She finds a framed photo. Older woman, strong smile, eyes that know things.
Who is this, Reina?
Mi abuela, Carmen, San Juan royalty. She'd absolutely interrogate you and then feed you till you cry.
She'd like that you laugh with your whole face.
She settles onto the couch. He joins her, leaving only a sliver of space. Their knees touch. Stay there.
So, is that what this is? Trying again?
I don't half-try anything. So, yes, this is a try.
He turns slightly toward her.
I'm not auditioning to be your distraction, Anna from Kiev. I've been distraction, rebound, ego polish. I'm too old for that. I'm auditioning to see if I can be your reality.
Reality. He says it like a promise, not a prison. Moja dusza, my soul. You are not ready for this. I run when I feel too much. Close the door, don't answer calls, sleep until the noise gets quieter.
You ran to me today.
She looks at him, wounded and amazed.
Blim, he noticed. Of course he noticed. I don't trust men when they are kind. Usually that is phase 1 of manipulation.
And I don't always trust my own desire. It turns intelligent men into idiots.
Are you an idiot now?
Absolutely. But I'm a careful idiot.
They smile at each other. Same moment, same small, helpless curve. Steve's living room, night. The lamp is low. Jazz has slowed to ballads. The world beyond the window feels far. Anna studies his face, lines at the eyes, gray in the beard, softness in the jaw when he's not trying to be anything.
I like you with beard.
Why, mi cielo?
With it, you look like you could fix a roof, hold a crying baby, and scare stupid men.
I can absolutely fix a router. Roof, we'd YouTube together.
I'll take router. And the rest. Maybe.
He lifts a hand, slow, giving her space to say no. Fingers brush a loose strand back behind her ear. Knuckles skim her cheek. She leans into it.
Ти мені подобаєшся. I like you. Too much, maybe.
Deal accepted. I like you too much, definitely.
She shifts on the couch, turning to face him fully. Then she moves, quiet, deliberate. A slow crawl closer on her knees. She reaches out, fingertips touching his chest. A visible blue spark of static jumps between her and his sweater.
Ой, ток, electricity.
I told you. Voltage.
He takes her hand, thumb gliding over the shocked fingertip.
You carry too much current, Anna. You need a ground.
He guides her gently closer. She slides the last few centimeters until her chest rests against his.
No static now. Just a circuit closing.
Hand rising to his neck, fingers threading into his hair, she pulls him in. The first kiss is slow, testing, warm. Not a raid, an arrival.
Bendito. This is not fire. This is an update installing straight into my nervous system.
She shifts, swinging a leg over his lap, straddling him with unhurried certainty. He stiffens for a second, not from fear, from feeling.
Anna?
I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I want this. I want you. Чуєш? You hear me?
I hear you.
His hands come to her hips, steady, firm. He looks her dead in the eye.
And if at any point you don't want this, you say stop. I stop. No drama, no guilt. Clear?
You're going to ruin the market for all other men, you know?
I can live with that.
She kisses him again, deeper. The tempo edges from soft to hungry. Her fingers curl at the back of his neck. His hands stay at her waist, guiding, not forcing.
I push him. I want to see if the concrete can crack. Just for me.
She nips his lower lip. A low sound escapes him, all chest. His fingers dig in for a moment, rough, claiming. Then he pulls back half an inch, breathing hard.
Slow down.
Нащо? Why?
Because I want to remember every frame. If we rush, it's just noise. I want something I can replay when you're in Paris and my bed is cold.
She softens, forehead resting against his.
Okay. Memory, not just friction.
Aftermath. The morning, in his voice. Interior, Steve's bedroom. Later. We don't see bodies, only fragments. Her hand gripping the back of his shoulder, knuckles white. His palm spread across the small of her back, steadying. His thumb brushing away a tear she didn't notice escaping. The lamp dimmed almost to dark, rain shadow strapping the ceiling.
That's when I knew. This is not a man who takes. This is a man who receives what is given and guards it like something breakable in his big island hands.
Steve's bedroom, night, after SFX. Quieter rain. Their breathing slowed. Occasional car outside on wet asphalt. Bed rumpled. Anna's head on his shoulder, hair across his chest. Her leg draped over his, claiming space. His arm around her, hand resting calmly on her hip.
Ти відчув? Did you feel that? Because if this was just Friday to you, I will take my dignity and jump out of your window.
First of all, we're too high for that. You'd break 2 legs and my heart. Second, no, Anna, that was not just Friday. That was the kind of thing grown folks only survive a few times in a lifetime. I'm not going to pretend it was casual just because it's safer.
Голос думає. The voice thinks, You idiot, Anna, you fell again. Heart answers. Так, і що? Yes, and what? Promise me something.
Shoot, corazón.
When I run, and I will, don't chase me through my storms. I can't stand being hunted. But don't disappear either. Just stay where I can find you again. Like basecamp.
I promise this. I won't dive into your hurricanes. I learned that lesson the hard way. But this door, this couch, this stupid basil plant, they're yours to come back to. And I'll keep the rice stocked, just in case your hunger remembers me.
Rice and unlocked doors. This is how a grown man says, I'm here, without putting a cage around you.
She exhales, tension leaving her body.
Добраніч, Стів.
Buenas noches, Anna.
His voice wraps around her like a second blanket. Her eyes close, finally.
4 walls and 1 fire. And for the first time in a very long time, I am not afraid of burning.
Fade out. End of episode 3. Vier, Wände und ein Fuego.
Until next time, keep the rhythm alive.